So this is just a video here about um, a belief that I have about what's going to happen, what is happening in the system right now, and so what I think is going on. So after all this COVID shit, lots of people were off work, and they got used to being off of work, right? Some people even adapted their life so they wouldn't have to work, right? So we have people who are getting into more tiny homes, or getting in trailers, living on places, and cutting down their consumption. So we have right now we're having all the people who were before just stuck in a loop of working every single day, paying rent, and then paying for gas and wear and tear on their cars and tires or whatever they need to do, whatever shit they have to do to get to work, and then um, and then now people are, because of this pandemic, the jobs evaporated, or everyone was forced to stay home, everything was shut down, so people adapted. People, all of a sudden, it gave them the time that they needed, the little bit of time that they needed to say, hey, wait a second, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? Why do I continue to run on this hamster wheel for the man? And I think that is happening a lot in the entire industry. And the masses are basically not returning to work. So I saw this thing on the news today about some initiative to get people to go back to work, right? It was some thing they wanted to have. They had some plan. They were going to get people back to work, give them an initiative to go back to work. And it's just like there's people who are done. I'm, for instance, I stopped that system. I stopped working for that. Just find some other way to make money. Screw their slavery. Because basically, when you work every single day, if they gave you one extra day off, it'd probably be different. There's nurses who work 4 days a week. They're not. That's not terrible, but yeah. It's really, but people are just consuming all the time just to try to make themselves happy, but you can't buy happiness. You can either just, only thing you can buy to make happiness is going to be anything that expands your mind. If you can expand out of your frontal lobe, back here, your whole head, expand your brain back, so you're not just sitting in your frontal lobe. That's what's important. Yeah, but the system is going through a change right now, and I don't think the people are going to come back. So we have a lot of people just not choosing to not consume, and so what happens is the market is going to slowly fall apart because of whether you have a lack of a consumer. When you have a consumer market without people consuming, when people cut back their consuming because of they've just learned, hey, you know what, none of this was making me happy, and they can learn that. And especially with the rise of minimalism and people doing shit like that, it's really a fundamental change in the entire market force. So, and if you watch this channel, you already know about all the counterfeiting that's going on, counterfeit super notes. American dollar's getting crushed by counterfeit currency, and we have no way to fix that except for getting rid of cash, which would be total control of the people. Getting rid of a physical object can just digitally change accounts. But yes. Anyways, it is going to be a very, very different world, but I just wanted to bring that up because I saw on the news about how they wanted to have that whole thing, and I'm just like, I don't think that's. I think that they're hurting pretty bad right now. You know, they're like, wait, why aren't y'all coming back? And I think that's where they messed up. See, because usually they want to keep you on the hamster wheel, and they didn't think about it because they were using COVID-19 to get you to accept robotics and automation, and it's kind of working too because now it's freeing up the minds of the people, and now they're not going to want to go back to work and shit, but we need people to do the final stretches of the automation that needs to be implemented. Solar panel installation, all the like. And so we could fix two birds with one stone with an immigration policy that allows citizenship, so give more citizenship to people who want to work for it, pay them a nice minimum wage of $15 an hour, and let them work to install solar panels all across the United States. And do it all, you know, through subsidized programs or whatever, and give people free solar. And there you go. Win, win, win. But yeah. Anyways. You can also get in these people to get their citizenship after working for, 10 years or something. You know, you work for 10 years and you get your citizenship. Or you work for, no, not even 10 years, 5 years. That's probably even better. 5 years is about the perfect amount of time. So yeah, 5 years, because 10 years you can be eligible for it. But you work for 5 years and you're getting paid. And you have a guaranteed job, pretty much. As long as you're, not completely unreliable. But yeah, you can always get transferred to doing something else too. But they can make it work regardless. Anyways, I'm going on about different things. But I saw that and I wanted to make a video about it because I think there is something going on there, and I think it is changing the market slightly. So we have that is something that people are not taking into account. But yes, they did this to, because the mask stuff with COVID, it's safer for you and it's safer for, me. You know what I'm saying? Safer for everyone else. That's what their message. So they want it to be to where it's good for everyone who's involved in the parties. All parties involved it's better for. So same thing with full self-driving vehicles. They're safer for you and safer for me. You don't need to be driving this vehicle. It's the vehicle's one of the last freedoms you have for getting around. Once they have the control of your vehicles, they can keep you from going and, protesting or doing whatever against the system. It's one of the last rights you have on this world is to drive this big, huge, multi-ton death machine. It's crazy, but ultimately that's the world that we live in, and it's going to be gone soon. But hey, I will, try to keep my shit as long as possible. I guess try to have something that's off their radar. But yeah. Anyways, hope you all have a glorious, magnificent, wonderful, beautiful, awesome, amazing day. And if you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe because you might as well. If you somehow stumbled upon this channel by some miracle. Otherwise, you'll never see me again. More than likely, it's just a miracle that you've gotten here. And yeah, so I'll talk to you later. Love you all. Bye. Mwah.